Plastic pollution has become a major threat at one place here in South Florida. You may notice it at the beach. You may clean it from the sand. But what if you made it your life mission to understand it?
News Channel 5 anchor Jay Cashmere found one Palm Beach County man who's gone to extraordinary lengths to convince and change us of our bad habits.
I don't find too much useful stuff, but when I do, I like to reuse it.
Brian Galvin isn't your average 30-year-old.
Some days I come out here and I wonder if I'm actually creating the impact that I want.
As a teenager, he saw a problem in the sand.
There's two.
And picked it apart.
When I graduated high school, it just seemed like I could never get away from it.
Now, a decade later, it's an epidemic. The amount of trash Brian has picked up on beaches in the state is incomprehensible.
Is that a lolly stick?
Every day, he puts his hand in the sand. Pollution is so bad, he can't grab it fast enough.
We might clean a beach, and when we turn around, that coastline will look pristine. But when we come back the next day, maybe 2 days later, it looks like we hadn't even touched it.
That's why he's carrying a lot of pent-up emotion every time he looks down and sees this.
How many of these do you pick up every day?
Hundreds. We pick up thousands a week. We pick up hundreds of these bottle caps every day.
Brian harnessed his disgust in 2019 by walking the entire peninsula to prove a point. 1,300 miles, and 4 months later, he picked up 3,000 pounds of waste and brought it to one place where he knew everyone would see it.
This is a small portion of what we dumped at the state capitol steps.
He grabbed more publicity and plans to take his show on the road again, yet it's a drop in the bucket when you consider this.
We are receiving about 30,000 to 60,000 pounds of plastic every tidal period. At least that's our estimate that we have so far.
A sad reality that one man has turned down job after job, started a movement called PlasticSymptoms.org, and recruited help, all to pick your brain on how to grocery shop.
Simply just refuse that bag at the store. Use something that's reusable.
Each search brings to light the enormity of what he ultimately wants and the reality of what he can't get soon enough.
I arrogantly thought that I could just get people on board and see what I saw to want to make the change.
It's a slow and oftentimes depressing goal, yet each step makes an impression. One person removing single-use plastics from their home can change this landscape for the next generation. For that, it's worth every inch of cleaning, even if he can't show for it.
We can leave feeling good that we did something for our community and the environment, but we go to sleep knowing that it's just going to wash back in the next day.
So if we are creating the problem, how do we solve it? Well, plastic grocery bags. Refuse these at the grocery store. Instead, use a reusable one. All those plastic utensils, Brian hates these. He picks them up at the beach all the time. Refuse them. Stop buying them. Use reusable ones. Again, the straws, plastic ones, get reusable ones. And of course, these and those bottle caps that Brian always finds, get a reusable water bottle. Changing just one of these habits, according to Brian, means we're one step closer to permanently cleaning our beaches. We have more tips on how you can save our environment, including Brian Galvin's organization, Plastic Symptoms, all of it on WPTV.com.